Hey, what's going on, family? What if I told you I found Intel's next big price move? You might be saying, well, it obviously has to be down, right? The market is not bullish right now in Intel. And you may be correct because this particular stock is massively bearish. I know you guys have seen content on social media platforms trying to promote, trying to hype up Intel. But when you see a chart that looks like this is a stock that you don't even want to be around yet. It's not attractive. This is an ugly stock. When you see the price action like this, you don't want to get involved. It's nasty. It's ugly. Especially if you're trying to be a buyer. Now, before I break down our next price prediction in Intel, hit me up. Hit the like button. Should have also subscribe for more content because this is what we do. We try to ensure that we are ahead of the competition so that we can win in this space. Because so many people make this thing complicated. They got you all looking at fundamental analysis, trying to get you to calculate the EBITDA, the earnings per share. They're trying to get you to think 10 years, 15, 20 years out as to what could be the value of Intel. But then when you look at it, what's the point? Because all of the other Wall Street analysts, you don't think that they do the same thing? So before they come in and actually buy this stock, they're like, all right, cool, let's run the books. Let's see how Intel is doing business-wise to see what should be the value of the stock. And then they go into the market and then buy it at that price. Why do we need to do it? It's already done. Understand that we are playing against some of the most intelligent individuals in the world. They decided to use their brain power to make tons of money, whether it's Goldman Sachs or some other investment firm or hedge fund. They grab all of the intellectual talent so that they can create algorithms and reports and trying to find an edge in the market so that they can make all the money. So before they come in and actually buy a stock, understand that they've already done their research. So why do we need to do it? That's why I just pay attention to the price chart. I don't do anything else. All of my videos here on this platform is merely me just looking at what everybody else is up to. I'm paying attention to what they're doing. I don't need to bog myself down with looking at earnings, with listening to earning calls. Let them do the work for us. And then when they come into the market, then we'll come in and participate once we see a clear picture as to what's really going on in the market. So we did a video or a price prediction in Intel, right here. Beginning of the year, we were already looking for the market Intel to go down. Everyone else was telling you to come in and buy the dip. They're telling you that they'll buy it tenfold as long as price continues to go lower. They're going to buy it and buy it and buy it. Why would you do such a thing? Because you don't know where the bottom is. Like, imagine the people who bought Intel on this move here to $38. They bought more. Market and Intel continue to fall. They bought more around 30. They bought more at 32. Market ran at 36. They felt kind of good. Oh yes, finally, I'm at least possibly breaking even, or I might be down a little bit. But then Intel fell to 20, and now those same people who was buying all the way down is still buying this stock now. So if you were to get out of the market now in Intel, rather than have 13% profit from our price prediction, you will be up 50%. Yeah. And we didn't talk about no earnings. We didn't talk about no EBITDA. We didn't talk about no the balance sheets, equity. We didn't talk about none of that. We just simply paid attention to what everyone else was doing. And one of the biggest clues to tell you that Intel is broken is, look at this. All the way back to 2023, the beginning of 2023, Intel was trending very good. The market was holding to this trend line until it broke in May of 2024. Again, something changed. While these YouTubers are out here talking and drumming up Intel and telling you to buy the dip, the market participants, the ones who are really intellectual, is telling us, no, I don't like Intel. And they told us that in April timeframe of this year. They told us that. And then they're still telling us that they don't like Intel once earnings came out and the market fell like 40, 50, 60%. So like I said in the beginning of this video, this is an ugly stock. This is a stock that is not attractive. This is a stock that we don't even want to look at right now, unless you are going to sell the stock further. Okay, so we're going to create this sell zone here for Intel. That's the first thing we're going to do. And we could possibly do another sell zone right around this particular area. Okay. In order for this market Intel to become bullish, we need to see price break the sell zone. And this is so ugly right here. This massive gap right there in Intel. If I was a buyer, I would just buy it from where it is now, looking for it to run back up to and fill this zone. That's it. I'm not looking for it to run a 48. I'm not looking for it to run a 60. No. Maybe just to fill that area right there. But we've already been here before. So this gap that occurred in Intel, look at where it broke. Like, I really want you to see how massive that move was when Intel created that gap. Because look at this area right here. We saw the market in Intel actually hold a support area, or the buyers. Let me make that straight. That's just crooked. You guys can see still crooked. So you guys can see how the market buyers really came into the zone right around there. I know it wasn't pretty, but it was right around here. This is where the buyers were. Okay, now this goes all the way back to 2023. Bam. This is where the buyers were. Look, back in September 2022, matter of fact. Bam. The market bounced in October. Came up, came back down in December 2022. Bounced again, came back up, came back down, bounced in February 2023, and then that's when we saw this massive run. Why didn't the buyers hold right here this time? Why didn't they do it? These people who bought Intel in 2022, beginning of 2023, you're trying to tell me that they're no longer here? That they don't want to buy the stock in 24 to 26? Are you trying to tell me that? Why? Why would they not want to buy Intel again? Why? So this area right here will have to be seen as a sell zone. So like I said, I'm not telling you that Intel is not going to go up, because it will. But what I'm telling you is that don't become overly bullish. Don't do it. This is a sell zone now, because those buyers didn't even step up when they were supposed to. The buyers were supposed to step up here, and they didn't step up. So if they didn't step up, what sense does it make for us to step up? We shouldn't even be stepping up neither then. So we're going to treat this like a sell zone. So maybe we can see the market run from 21 to where it is right now up to 24, 25 bucks. Yeah, we can see that. But that's probably how far. So now we had to come all the way back. This don't make any sense. This is why this stock is ugly. Unless you're looking to hold the stock for the next 75 years, this stock is ugly. We're trading at price levels that we haven't seen until 2013. 11 years ago. 11. Get that. Many of you was just toddlers, not even adolescents, young teenagers yet, when Intel was trading at where it is now. Now make that make sense. So I know that people are trying to keep this business afloat, but something's not working yet. It's not clicking. It's not hitting on all cylinders yet. We're not there yet in Intel. So we're going to create these buy zones here, looking for Intel to try to hit these zones, or at least try to hold support around these areas. Okay. So now you can see here that all this volume right here, this is the weekly time frame. And why is, understand, I'm a realist. I look at price bars and volume and I put them together to formulate, okay, what's likely to happen next? Okay. What's different between this price bar here and this one? What's different? Would you say is the price spread? Yes, this price bar spread is a lot wider than this one. Okay. But what about the volume? Look at the volume of these two weekly price bars. Look at this. Why are they about the same? But this price bar is a lot smaller, but the volume is pretty much identical to the prior week. Volume moves price. So why didn't it move so far? When you see this much volume, you're expecting to see a big price move, but that didn't happen. What could that mean? It means that buyers stepped up. So the buyers that were in 2013 said, hey, price is right back to where I wanted to buy it in the first place. So let me open up my wallet and begin buying Intel now. That's what's going on right now. Okay. Here it is on the 3 months chart. That's why I don't want us to get complacent and think that this is the final bottom, because we may not see the bottom until price comes all the way down here to $11, $12. I know that's crazy for us to even talk about it, but we have to now. We got to think about price in Intel running to $12. But we have a month left, but this is definitely weak. These three monthly price bars is definitely weak. Okay. So let's just see how in the next month and 11 days this 3 month price bar concludes. But yeah, here it is on the 6th. So either it's going to hold this current buy zone, it's going to fall to the second, or maybe even come all the way down here. That's crazy that we had to do that. 2009. Okay, but right now I don't see the market aiming to go that low. I think it wants to come in and fill some of these areas. So we're going to play at some small strength right now. Okay, I'm not going to be massively bullish, but you can see that this area right here is where I'm targeting. Okay, that's the only area I'm targeting. So this is our first target. It could be at the low or the high. At the low, it's around 8.39%. At the high, it's going to be around 10.5%. And we'll do another area around 24.60 as targets. Okay. And we're going to give us another cushion, not this buy zone here, but we'll drop it down to the second buy zone that we created. We don't even see it on the daily time frame, but we saw it on what was that, the 7-hour chart? Yeah, we can see the high in the market and Intel on the 7-hour. So I know it looks kind of crazy having this here, but that's one of our targets right there. Okay, and that is it. I am done. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability, and as always, trade different.